Go.
Welcome to Late Arrival.
I'm sorry, I'm late for this.
Wait, what? Yeah, this like Gradient Dawn, I played this very cautiously, that's why the video length is so long.
Okay then.
Because I don't want, because I know I've got save states, but it's one of these things.
Well, it's one of the harder Fire Emblem games, but for all the wrong reasons. It's hard because of factors you can't control. It's not like Radiant Dawn, which is hard because they throw a lot of enemies at you and the maps are massive. This is just a case of, oh, you have a 20% chance of getting hit. Well, you're going to get hit. But it's only 20, you're going to get hit. But you're going to get hit.
I don't care. The enemy's got...
Yeah, I've got a 90% chance of getting this guy. No, you ain't. But it's... I said no. Don't fucking question me again.
Some of the generals getting announced already.
I find it odd that Burn, like, conquered Sakia, because Sakia is nothing but nomads and bows, and Burn is nothing but weapons.
Yeah,
do the math.
It shouldn't add up. Well...
No, wait, alright, I know how they won. Radiant Dawn weapons.
Yeah.
Shit!
Oh, only weak to Thunder Magic. Damn it.
Yeah, one weakness!
Quick, do we have any mages? No, they're all in Inturia. Oh no!
Fuck! Well, we're screwed.
Late Arrival. Again.
To be fair, it's a good thing they were late, or the field would have been like, what the fuck are you doing here? You mean I captured the enemy leader? You didn't do shit!
Yeah, funny enough, Hector and this is just a general. When you play him in the trial maps.
And he's got an awesome beard.
And blood.
Here's the thing. I don't know if this because like I don't know why they mentioned it, but why did they say? By the way, we saved you, you know, 20 years ago, and this is how you repay us.
It would have been nice, but then again, maybe they didn't have Reckon in mind when they're making this.
Yeah, they probably didn't. That's probably why everyone hates Battle Before Dawn. It's like we saved this guy, but he's just gonna kill us later. Well, again, blame his dad.
It might be because of the fog of war, or it's just because we saved the guy who's just going to kill everybody in the future.
Yeah. Well, there's many people hate that map for many reasons. It is the worst map in the game, but I've played worse.
Chapter 14.
Chapter 14 is still currently the worst map in Fire Emblem history. Is Chapter 14.
It's even worse when you're trying to get the guiding map.
Yeah. We were always on good terms. Well, my dad was a dick, so...
Yeah. Yeah, and look where that got us.
Yeah. I will not be satisfied until I've conquered the entire continent, and then I will travel overseas to Telius. Oh no, you're fucked. So I will travel to Telius and destroy them all. Runs into the Lagoose. Well, nope.
Runs into Gifka by mistake. Crap.
No, he runs into Zelgius. You ain't got a chance. That would be a cool fight. But if we're going by logic, then... Look, here's the thing. Would his sword count as a blessed weapon?
Well, maybe...
Because it's a legendary weapon, but would it be blessed?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because it's a dragon-killing weapon, but, you know, Lagu's Bane does the same thing. What now? Come on, I don't want to miss the next episode of Simpsons.
I heard it's really good.
Oh wait, it's a new series. Nah, I'm good. I can listen.
How do you pronounce...
What's funny? What's funny is, like, his sprite here, he looks relatively big, but not massive, but in his, like, actual attack sprite, he's fucking huge.
You have to wonder, how did he go from that kind of short boy in 7 to this huge guy?
Revenge will do that to you. Revenge makes you buff.
Makes you able to...
I mean, look what happened to Ike. In 3 years, he got ripped.
And he fights for his friends.
He also does crack heroin.
But I thought winners don't do drugs.
Yeah, well, Ike's the exception.
So that's why there's been a lot of smoke around Ike at the moment.
Dude, that's why his hair's blue. Notice how Miss Hair is grey. I mean, sorry, not grey.
Yeah.
Brown. Ike's is
Yeah,
blue.
the mother's was purple.
Ah,
Yeah.
here we have Chad. One of the best.
Yeah,
I think.
Asto's good as well, but Chad's the best one that I've used. I don't use...
I like Chad. It's just the same thieves can't
Yeah.
in this game.
Where's...
What the? Yeah, why?
I think it's because they didn't... I don't... Well, the thieves haven't been able to... weren't able to promote up to 7. Because from 1 to 6, they were just thieves. They were just there, and then with the inclusion of Jafar and the assassin,
Yeah, and they made them assassins, and the rest is history.
better than rogues.
Yeah, that's true. Tricksters are pretty
Yeah.
good though. They're a good substitute.
Better than...
Yeah, rogue is kind of like the only good rogue really is Soap, but that's because
Yeah.
you kind of need him.
He's your Jagan of Radiant Dawn. In a sense, not completely.
Yeah.
And we get most people use the mage you can get in this game in this part as well.
What was his name? It was there was Chad and
Luke.
someone else. What? Rug. Yeah, Rug's good, but he gets outclassed
Yeah.
by Lelina and the other dark mage.
Yeah,
again.
Ray.
Yeah, he gets outclassed. He is good, but
Yeah.
he gets outclassed. I find that happens a lot in this game. Like, you get some good units, but you get to the middle of the game, get outclassed. But this game has a really nasty habit of throwing way too many units at you.
Yeah, you feel like you could just kill some of the.
I swear you have like 10 horse units by
I
the
think
end
you
of this.
do, because you've got Alan Lance, you get Trek, you get the other guy, you get Marcus, you get Percival.
You also get the people in the
Yeah.
7th chapter.
Yeah,
like three of them.
That's what's the, it was Trek, someone else, and I can't name escaped me, but
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, you get those, and then you also get the other paladin later, the one who used to work for Burn.
so you can
Yeah,
put
Percival.
in chapter 13 if you're quick enough. No,
I'm not quick enough.
Funnily enough, in this chapter, I got to him on the turn that he goes away.
Oh,
So
right.
I just missed it on talking from once he, and because it's the dancer that you have to use to recruit him. Like she managed to dodge all the attacks, and then he just goes off, and that's it.
Yeah, you just missed him.
Shoot, not my day.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Sonic.
Okay, there we go. We can finally start the map. So much talking.
Indeed. Again, first strategy: use your paladin to travel across the map
Yeah.
and do whatever it
Just
is.
get to that village over there so I can get the mage.
Indeed.
And Shannon, you just go that way, even though there's a bow. I'm sure I can get around that somehow.
I'm sure you'll be fine. 2 minutes later. Oh, I regret that.
There's just a dead horse on the floor. Oh,
Gonna beat this dead horse with another
Oh.
dead horse.
did not see that coming. But there was a
No, you certainly did not.
bowman right there. I did not see this coming.
No, they'll take the awakening purpose. They'll randomly spawn and
Yeah.
shoot you in the back. Hashtag that was bullshit.
It could be worse. It could be one of the scenes from the Fates trailers where the guy gets stabbed.
Oh yeah, with like bajillion bows.
You know, I'm not too listen from some of the voice acting I've heard for Fates. It's not as good as some of the stuff in Awakening, I think.
I don't know who any of the voice actors are. I know a lot of Awakening voice actors
Yeah.
are really popular anime voice actors that are really good, but I haven't heard anything from Fate, so I've got
I've
nothing
only
to
heard
say.
like the stuff from the trailers and like a couple of bits of like somebody's playthrough, but I kind of stayed away from it because too much spoilers. I don't want.
Yeah, I'm literally trying to go into Fate's blind. That's what everyone keeps asking. Who's your waifu? I don't know.
I would like to answer that when I play the game.
Yeah.
Dead.
Well, yes, Paladin. It
Yeah.
was Silver Lance. Overkill
A
much?
bit. But if they didn't just run into him and try and kill him, then maybe this wouldn't happen. Yep.
If only.
Oh, Chad.
Ow. No, half my health is gone.
Goodbye, cruel world.
Took an arrow
Yep.
to the knee.
Take care of the children, Reverend. The sun...
This isn't a church,
Yeah.
it's a house.
Well, funnily enough, in genealogy of the Holy War, the forts weren't forts, they were churches. So they healed HP.
Ah. Nice.
Totally not going to use those children portraits later in the game.
Hey man, you gotta make use of
Yep.
all your assets.
Just change colour here and there, and
Could you imagine if they made custom sprites for every unit? Nope.
the GBA would explode.
Mm. I mean, Path of Radiance is probably the worst
Yeah.
defender.
Yeah, besides Ike, who's the only one who seems to have his own animation by himself.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it was the team's first time
Yeah.
doing 3D, so you gotta be a bit lenient.
Saying that, I do like the models in Path of Radiance. They look quite cool. I like how some of them look.
Some of them do. The problem is Path of Radiance has really shitty battle animations. Like, they're so boring.
I mean, come on,
I'm glad Radiant Dawn really
come on.
improved that.
You don't want to see that same axe animation for the fighter just swinging it down on each other.
Yeah, but still.
I've always loved the GBA animation.
Yeah, the GBA animations were just, like, they had it spot on.
Even like the 82% critical.
Hey man,
Yep.
whatever you can get.
It just makes it easier on myself.
No, see, if it was any other enemy, it wouldn't work. It was the soldiers again. Like, oh, he's gonna die anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well just hurry up.
I couldn't have just got that. Could go hit it first, but oh well.
Saved me a
Yeah.
turn.
Saved me a weapon usage as well.
Indeed.
Yeah, even like the custom animations that they made for them, depending on the game, look really cool.
Like Zephiel's animation, amazing. Cause just like the way he swings that thing. It's like, how are you even doing that?
Especially his critical hit animation.
Yeah, that's like massive wind up, and it's like, oh, I felt that.
I didn't want you to hit me with that, but it still looks cool.
Yeah.
And I really like him. It's a shame you never see it, but I love Nurgle's critical hit animation. It looks really. I think that looks really cool.
Yeah, he just summons the power of the dark forces.
Yeah.
And misses. That was the thing in Awakening. You could miss with critical hits.
Oh yeah, you could.
Yeah, I was like, why? Doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose?
Critical hits are usually just an automatic 100% hit. There you go.
Yeah, well, that's
Yeah.
what you critical.
OP hand axe.
You really like to test out like all your units first before deciding on which one to move in.
It's really just to get like the best advantage, really. Like, well, not advantage, but just like see who can do what damage, and just kind of think that okay, if they can do that, then they can maybe get a weaker unit in and finish it off and get more EXP.
Yeah, you're not a risk taker. You like to release Mario game every year so it sells copies.
I'm not that. Well, as long as it's not Sonic, not releasing Sonic Boom or anything like that.
We don't talk about Sonic Boom.
But what about Fire Red Ice coming out soon?
25th anniversary. How are we gonna celebrate it?
More Sonic Generations, because it worked the first time.
No, they still find a way to bitch and complain about it. The fan base will find a way
Yeah.
to bitch and complain about anything.
It's the worst fan base of all.
Yeah, it's pretty up there.
You know, unlike the F-Zero fan base, where it's, where's the next game? We want the next game.
Yeah, the F-Zero fan base. The F-Zero fan base. It's all but until the next game comes back, there isn't one. And the Fire Emblem fan base, most of it's just awakening people, and all the veterans are like, you fucking scrubs.
I'm just gonna go back and play Fire Emblem 7 again.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here casually. Well, Awakening was my second game. Yeah, it did get me into the series, and well, safe to say, it certainly had an impact on me.
After watching playthroughs of the 7th game, I tried to find a copy of it. Couldn't find a physical.
7th game was an odd one for me because I got both games. on the emulator. I played Sacred Stones, had loads of fun. Played 7, got to chapter 7, and then just completely stopped, and I don't know why. I think it's because I'd already played Sacred Stones. I was Fire Emblem's out, so I didn't play 7 until it came back on the Wii U Virtual Console. I was like, okay, I'll buy it, I'll play it, and I fell in love with it. I was just like, oh god, why did I not play this sooner?
No, I mean, I'm sure when I was younger I seen the Fire Emblem games, but I never thought like to pick them up, and I was thinking, why didn't I? I could have saved that money and bought instead of buying Sonic Advance.
Sonic Advance is a good game.
Yeah, no, it's.
No, I just wish I knew about getting the Fire Emblem games earlier. Because here's the thing, you know how most games get cheaper with age? Nope, Fire Emblem games more expensive.
I mean, my copy of Binding Blade cost almost it was $40, but it was expensive.
Yeah, but like, I was lucky. I was able to find Radiant Dawn for 30
That
quid.
is lucky.
I was very lucky.
My Path of Radiant's copy is French and it's 40 quid, so you know I was lucky to find that for that, because English copy is 100 quid.
Yeah, well, here's the thing, American copies aren't too much, and luckily I have one of those discs so you can play the American one, so people might get it that way.
But
it's still quite a bit.
Better than having the manual in French. I mean,
I like Burns' theme. Binding Blade's got a pretty decent soundtrack. Not the best, pretty decent.
I find some of the instruments they use are a bit off-putting at times, but that's.
Yeah, I was like that as well. Some of the instruments are a bit off. But like this theme right here, really good one.
It sounds good in Blazing Sword as well when it's used.
Burns theme.
And then no, I'm thinking of something else. I was going to say In the Name of Burn, but that's another track, I think.
This one's called Land of the Dragons.
No, I know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking of the battle theme for the generals. That's In the Name of Burn, isn't it? Yeah.
Does that include the women and children? Did I not make myself clear?
In war, women and children cry. Thank you, Shida from Fire Emblem 1.
Annihilate them enough so they'll never think about going against us. So destroy them completely. You can only annihilate them so much
before it becomes just death.
Yeah, it's like, how much can you annihilate someone before they die? I'm not sure.
And you think you're going to fight this guy? No, he's just going to put his sub-commanders in charge.
Yeah, well, to be fair, if you were fighting that guy, you'd be fucked. Unless the RNG gods just happen to love you that one day.
We had Sue at this time.
Yes, they never love you.
We had Sue at this time.
Oh yeah, Sue. It's like, you're only level 5. Doesn't matter.
Short bow.
I'll take you down.
Short bow, 2% critical hit.
Critical hits. And somehow gets a ×4. But you don't even have a brave weapon. Well, I found a way.
And this is why Lou is quite good against this boss, because he's not. Because armor knights usually have low resistance.
Yeah, most knights do.
Unless you've got playable ones and you can boost it up somewhere, they can usually tank.
Or if you just cast barrier.
Or you can just use a barrier. Funnily enough, in the Japanese one, it's literally a magic shield.
Okay, well, it makes sense. I always wondered, what did barrier do? And then I looked up, I was like, oh right.
Yeah, because I when I first seen it, I thought that was the Berserk staff when I seen it, but it wasn't until I used it. It's like, oh, Oh, the M means magic, because it was the Japanese version that first, well, that first seen barrier, and then it's like M and then Japanese for shield. And the archer finally moves, so my Pegasus Knight can get in there.
I'm just shocked that Thingy actually would have actually done damage to him. Marcus,
Yeah.
that's disgusting. How dare you take damage from an archer? You're a paladin.
Even the cursor is disappointed.
Yeah.
And I thought you were better than that, Marcus.
Yeah, obviously not. Marcus is that paladin, everyone's just like, eh. He's an old
He's the
fuck.
he's the Jagan of the League games. That's probably.
Oh no. Jagan's
Yeah.
fucking terrible.
Well,
Like after everyone said that to me. It's like, dude, what about Jagan when I was doing like worst Bambi games? And I went back to play. It's like, holy shit, yeah, Jagan's fucking awful.
and I've never used them in the remake. Apparently,
No, I never used him either. I used what was his name? It was Alan Insane.
yeah,
That's it.
it's in Shadow Dragon it's Cain and Abel, but you also get free.
Oh, that's
We
the
also
Cain
get-
and Abel, sorry, yeah. Cain and Abel, they're like the Lance and
Yeah.
Alan of this game. And they're both red and green. So it's Mario and
Yes.
Luigi number 2.
And then we got Kent and Sane in 7, and they were the opposites of each other.
Sane is a beast.
Yep. I don't know how I did it, but I got extremely lucky with Loan and defense goes, so nothing could hurt him. Not even the magic attacks, nothing could hurt him.
Indeed. Yeah, in Path of Radiance it was technically Titania and Oscar. Unless you want to count Kieran. Oh yeah, Kieran and Oscar. They were the red and blue,
Yeah.
red and green ones.
Did you ever use Kieran and
But in Path of Radiance, I used him a bit. Radiant Dawn, I wanted to use him more because that's the thing. Oh, Radiant Dawn, because Kieran was really good in Radiant Dawn as part of the Crimea Royal Knights. He was
Mhm.
really good, and him and Master were a really good team. And, like by the end game, you know, the one where you fight all of the goose, they were like level 10, third tier units, and they were really good. But I couldn't take them into the tower because there were better units. Like, I want to take these two. It's so good.
Yeah, because I mean, I used Kieran for the map you get the first map we could use him in Path of Radiance, and
Yeah, that's
Yes.
Blood Runs Red.
yeah that and he was good. He was doubling stuff on like Oscar, so I thought, you know, maybe I'll use him, just chain him up, and that was when the boss came along and knocked him down to 1 HP and everything went for him, and I was really scared that I had.
Wait, boss is in the actual
Yes.
boss of the level, or the boss?
No, the boss of the level, not the.
Good, because I was saying, I'm sorry, you do not survive
No.
the Black Knight. You do not survive.
I was nervous when I seen him come out, but it was.
He killed. I swear, he killed me 3 times in that chapter.
I think he only comes near you if you're in his range. If you're in his range, so I made sure nobody was in his range. And
First time playing, I didn't know he was going to show up. It's like, oh shit, done. I just got unlucky, and he just one-shot me. Because, you know, it's the Black Knight. You're not going to beat him.
we never beat that guy.
No, here's the thing in Path of Radiance. In order to beat him, you literally just have to get really lucky and just pray, like use
Yeah,
ether.
I wait 6 turns and you get a different character.
Yeah, you get a cop out. Again, you really do like to be cautious in Fire Emblem.
Well, it's I'm not as cautious in 7 because I basically played almost all that game when I recorded it. This I'd only played up to chapter 11 of the first version of the Western Isles. You know, the one with caught in the middle. So
yeah.
And besides Ileana and Roy, the rest of my guys were only about level 10. They were like level 15. And because there's that one reinforcement that has the killer lance.
Yes.
I was really trying to book it and then tried to grind up before anybody got killed, and it wasn't pretty.
Oh boy.
Listen to that clank of metal.
Yep. Ball seems to be doing
Yep.
pretty well.
I think Bose is the only unit that in my other playthrough I did, but for myself on the Japanese version, he was the only one that wasn't level 20 when I promoted him, because I didn't want to risk putting him into the arena just in case.
Alright. I don't really use the arena.
I only use it.
It depends, but I don't really use it.
I've only used it in this game because I'd rather get them promoted as fast as I can in this, because although I like this game, I just don't trust the RNG at times. So
Yeah, I can understand you. Yeah, you want to make sure your units are good and reliable. You can't really trust like, oh, it's 60%. Nah, it has to be 100.
in this, that's like in the Reckonal Kennel, never. It's only recently that I've started to actually grind up well, not grind up, but just put them into the arena and just maybe get a lot more XP than they should have. Yeah.
Okay, I find that with Reckoner King, you don't really have to. It's all optional, but you don't have to. Whereas like other games like this in Radiant Dawn, you kind of have to, otherwise it just gets really hard.
Because like I said, it's only been recently that I started doing it. But then again, it wasn't like I was getting them like up to level 20 by chapter 15 or something. It's like it was one of these things where just like maybe like, oh, this unit's kind of going down in levels. Maybe just give them a little boost. A bit like the bonus XP, really.
If only we actually had bonus EXP.
That'd make this game so much easier. It really would. Maybe hopefully.
They got rid of it in Awakening, but to be fair, you can grind in that game.
Yeah, at least you don't get you wouldn't just get 3 stats like in Radiant Dawn. That was a bit annoying.
I think it's fair enough because again, you're not actually fighting them. You just gain boost. But here's the thing: at least it's consistent, because sometimes in Radiant Dawn you could get only like 1 or 2 stat boosts.
Or just get every single stat in.
All stats except luck.
Or just get everything, but get luck and nothing else.
Yeah. Not so lucky then, are you?
That was the majority of my level up. Seemed to be it was just luck. One of the guys I was watching for Radiant Dawn, he got really lucky, and almost every single level he got with Micaiah was defense.
Well, good for him, because Micaiah usually never gets... Micaiah's biggest problem isn't defense, it's speed. So Micaiah's like got 10 speed, I'm like, by level 20, I'm like, Micaiah, you're fucking terrible.
More speed, please. It would...
I'm just glad she deals a lot of damage, because she can fucking destroy knights.
Fanny.
But she sucks against everything else. Like, when I was doing the chapter 1 Survives, where you with the Black Knight, she was at level 20 and she was still getting doubled. I'm like, Micaiah, that's disgusting. How can you be getting doubled at level 20?
It's a bit like my Gilliam in my Japanese copy. He kept his base speed up until he promoted, where he got the promotion bonus of the speed, and that was it.
Yeah, but at least he has high defense. Micaiah's frailer than God knows what.
Yeah, that's true.
But I will say this, Micaiah, by the end of Radiant Dawn, she had 40 luck.
That's...
I was like, yeah, she had 40 luck.
Yeah.
Still sucks.
Where's Soren with his... Soren or Sanaki? No, instead of Micaiah, now where's Soren, now where's Sanaki, like, is like magic users, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah, they're much better. Sanaki's a unit I wish I could have used more, because she was pretty good.
There's somebody that I was just watching the videos off chance, like just in the background whilst I was doing stuff, and they got really lucky with Sanaki and got every single stat up.
Nice. The thing with Saniki though, in the end of Radiant Dawn, I never make her support with anyone because I've already got everyone else doing supports, so she doesn't get any of the bonuses.
But if you really need them, that's the...
Yeah, that's the thing, you need support bonuses, otherwise you're fucked.
I forgot how short, how long I took with this map. I should have maybe barreled it in there, but then again that probably would have had to save state like 5 times and restart like 5 times.
Yeah, we're near in the end.
I know what it'll be. I'll be getting the chests, and it'll be the supporting, won't it? But well, maybe we should have thought this playthrough a little more.
Yeah, well, what's done is done.
It's Fire Emblem as well, anyway. So
yeah, it's Fire Emblem. So, like, if you think this is bad, if you ever did a Let's Play of Radiant Dawn, we'll be here for 2 hours on one chapter, and I'm not even joking.
Yeah, I usually cap the videos at like an hour and 20. After that, it's like second video. I'd rather split it up.
Yeah, part 2.
I'd rather split it up than just.
Yeah, rather than do one big one, because Radiant Dawn can take so long until, like, I think all the chapters could, like, well, certain ones are longer than others, but like Alicia's Gambit goes on for fucking ever. It depends. If you go to kill the boss, it's quick. If not, then it goes on for fucking ever.
Just deal with the boss.
Yeah, I prefer to actually take them all out, because I swear, most recent playthrough of Radiant Dawn, I felt so good. I literally killed every single unit in the game right before fighting the boss. I just wiped out your entire army. I feel good. I
just hated the amount of crossbow users that just kept piling in every single turn and that.
It just kept. There's just the fact that every turn the units would spawn, and that like you had 12 knights coming out the same corridor. Thank God for that. Again, I don't know how you're like, the only other person I've been able to do that bit with was Nephilim, but even then it was close. Like, how would you do that with, like, the Lagoos or, like, Marcia? Or, well, to be fair, Lindsay could probably do it.
But
She's got a massive buff between games. I don't know what she did, but she worked out more than Isaac. More than Ike. Sorry, Isaac is his full name. Isn't that weird? Oh, we could talk to him.
If I hadn't been stupid and not talked to her.
Yeah.
That's right, because both Lou, Chad and Ray, they're all from the same orphanage.
Yeah.
Yep.
Such rebels.
Because I know Lou and Ray are the sons of Nino, but I don't remember if Chad had a parent that was from a previous game or not, or if he was just.
Is there an official canon like who got the Nino?
I don't think so. There's. Like, I think.
Because some people say it's Canis, some people say it's
that's what I've heard. Canis is his grandmother. His mother shows up in this game, and his I think it's his. It's like a couple of people in his family show up in this game.
Yeah, like Thingy, that swordsman in the last game, Thingy's
yeah, Carl.
Yeah, Carl. That's the one.
Yeah, because...
Still no Lynn. No. For some reason.
Well, maybe she's just with the non-existent distant Kaylin.
Yeah.
According to this game, anyway.
Yeah.
I always thought Chad looks a bit like Matthew. Like, maybe it's...
He does, but a bit more like he looks like Matthew, but he has like the Jafar expression.
The blank.
Maybe they had a baby together somehow.
Well, to bring it back to Fate, it's the same-sex marriage in that game.
Yeah. But then again, there's the thing: how do you make a child?
Orphanage. Oh well, no. But then again, if he looks like them, then it's.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it was a really, really good coincidence. No. More.
Yeah.
They've brought Miguel back. It's like, Miguel, we need your help.
Just for this one thing, please. Make us a child, please.
Come on, man, I worked for you.
I never said anything until I killed you at the end. I missed the rescue in Shadow Dragon.
How did rescue work in that game?
It didn't. You couldn't rescue in Shadow Dragon. You couldn't
you
because
couldn't?
the first game never had the rescue command, so you couldn't see.
Oh right, yeah. No, I just miss being able to move and attack in Path of Radiance with Kanto. I miss that so much. And you missed at 72. And you missed twice. You missed twice at 72 with a hand axe. What did you do to piss off the RNG this time? I don't know.
I mean, somehow I got alright with it because I got hit with a 52.
Yeah, but you missed twice on a soldier with an advantage. Because apparently fuck you.
It just hates me sometimes.
Well, knowing this game will hate you all the time. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, there's even been mods to this game to make it fairer.
Ah.
Yeah, they made the start of the game easier and they made the end of the game harder.
The end of the game was piss easy, but the start wasn't that bad. The worst bit, just change chapter 14, we're all good.
Maybe just tweak the reinforcements for caught in the middle and you should be fine.
Oh yeah, fucking reinforcements. Awakening in this game are really bad at reinforcements.
No. And I don't...
You screwed up, didn't you?
Yeah, that was...
I did not mean to do that.
Where's my save state? Oh no, I forgot to save state! Or maybe I think I just screwed up there, that's probably why. That's right, that's how I planned it.
Oh, you're getting this time with less hit chance, nice.
Ain't I lucky?
No, the RNG is just terrible.
The RNG is always terrible in this game.
Indeed.
Maybe that's why it hasn't had a remake yet.
Yeah. Don't touch that RNG.
But we could make it better. Actually, if they did do a remake of this, they'd have to remake 7 as well. Oh, I think. But they get...
Yeah, I don't think these games need remakes, so to speak. But you know, it makes sense to do this one because this is the one we get. Yeah,
looks at new Mischief, the emblem, the one that we didn't get that was a remake of 3.
Yeah, again, why didn't we get that?
I know Fire Emblem had kind of gone downhill a little bit, but it's, you know, I mean, Shadow Dragon didn't sell that badly, really.
Well, to be fair, like, how did Radiant Dawn sell? Because the reviews for Radiant Dawn weren't good.
I mean, I know Path of Radiance sell quite well, even
well for a GameCube game,
but coming out in 2005.
And then Awakening, they were just like, fuck it, it's gonna be our last game, and suddenly, somehow it saved us. It saved us all. So you got, like, love or hate it, you gotta be glad Awakening exists. Otherwise there'd be no more Fire Emblem.
I don't know, it would have been weird if, like, the last game to ever come out here was a remake of the first one that...
Was Shadow Dragon, literally. The last game we got was Shadow Dragon. Well, that kind of sucks.
It was alright, the music was nice, just some of the stuff in it was...
It was just like really like subpar because like the amount of units you got was limited. The sprites weren't that good. The music was alright. There were no supports, and you know, like the story was rather.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could argue that you know, no supports is just it was just because it was the first game. But then again, you could have.
Yeah, but if you're gonna update it with the standards of the current Fire Emblem game,
which is a thing,
which it doesn't have.
No.
It's not a bad game by any chance. It's just easily the weakest.
What is really weird is they've got this the caps of the they kept the caps of the first game instead of like updating it where you could get like you'd have different stats capped at different different levels of that, like, not just 20 all around, which was like in the first one.
Yeah. I also find it weird because Nintendo are usually really good with remakes, but that one felt kind of lazy. Because like, if you look at the other games, they really go above and beyond when remaking them.
Yeah.
You can't beat that, dude. You just look at like the Pokemon games or Metroid Zero Mission.
And saying that, I did like the ports of the Mario Advance games. Like the only version of 3 that I have a really easy time with is Advance 4.
Okay.
And well.
And you really don't want your units to get attacked.
Because Lou's defenses could be better.
Yeah, but I doubt he'll get doubled. I would have just stuck it out.
It's just more the fact there's that knight there, and I'm feared that it moves. The one that's scarred the chest. That's the only reason.
You trade with Roy. Yeah. I know this is all post, so it's wishful thinking.
It could be worse. I could have easily just stopped the recording right now and just went home.
That must have been, you know, that must have been heartbreaking. Critical! No.
But it was cool to see the Pegasus Knight critical hit animation anyway.
Up and still, it's like critical. No. Man, if you're this cautious on this game, you must be like you must barely move in Radiant Dawn.
Radiant Dawn, I went in it with the mentality of 7, and by chapters, well, that was like, what I mean by that is like a lot more aggressive than I am in this one, like not as cautious, and then by the third chapter, Micaiah died and had to reset. If only Roy had better speed.
Again, the best thing to do would have just been place Roy, see what happens, and then respond next turn.
I could have done that. Or I could have just cheesed it with Marcus, but I'm not that... well... I'm not... I don't want to do that.
That guy's just minding his own business, like, no, I'm just gonna stand here.
I just want to get to that chest, just get the money, and get out.
Yeah. I just want the money, we don't have to fight. You're literally like the only guy left. Yeah, you got him. Somehow it misses.
It rolled a 99 instead of 100.
Yeah. No, he spawns a javelin from nowhere.
Swings it around like the Radiant Dawn version. How the hell?
Oh boy. No, Sophia suddenly just comes back. I left my keys.
Out the way, excuse.
Get the fuck out my castle.
Sorry, out the way, excuse me, just whacking everybody with the sword. Forgot my keys, sorry, excuse me.
No, he doesn't even whack, he just walks and fall over. He takes a step and the earth shakes.
Let's see what...
Level 4. 1 HP, hooray.
I wanted magic, please, because that would have made you a little... You would have maybe healed a little more, but... That's wishful thinking.
Indeed. Hey, a halberd. Nice.
That'll do well against the next chapter. Or is it the... it is the next chapter, the one I'm thinking of with...
And 3,000 gold.
Yeah, I can buy all those critical killing edges. Wait, I don't get them yet. I won't lose if I don't win.
You won't lose if you don't win. Don't you mean you will lose if you don't win? And you officially suck.
Like it doesn't every night in the enemy nights suck.
Actually, the enemy nights are pretty crappy.
The generals.
The only time they can hope to beat you is when you have a Pegasus night. They do 0 damage.
Get a critical hit at the same time.
Yeah, 0 damage.
Yeah, it's not until you meet the generals that's when you get a bit frightened in the enemy side.
Yeah, but even then, by then you've already got your own generals and Wyvern Lords, so yeah, whatever. Ow. Hashtag fuck you.
Goodbye. Good night.
Please have mercy, for I am dead.
I'm fading out now. Ah, it hurts. Now we just need to heal up everybody. Gotta get that XP.
You gotta get the experience points somehow.
It's better than just doing it next chapter when they're all at full HP again. Oh, she's running low on the heal staffs.
You'll be fine. Besides, give it a few more chapters, you get a new medic. Who is a bit of a bitch? Starting out.
It's next chapter I get the. Is next chapter I get Quirine.
Yeah, it might be because I'm not sure.
I think it's because it's the one that I think next one's the one where
you fight
Eric or whoever.
Eric, yeah. I just realised, like, literally, Blazing Sword literally just recycled that chapter.
It's a bit of a deja vu.
Yeah, at least but fair enough, makes sense.
Yeah.
Same place.
And funny enough, you get the same unit in both. One of the units you get is the same as the other one. Dungeon level.
Dungeon level? Damn! I thought that was but a myth.
And look at all that blood.
Roy, I'm a fucking 6-foot giant and you're a little boy.
I've got armor on. And I've got a giant axe that I like to carry around with me. Now, have you seen Armads? I think
Wait, didn't I kill them?
I thought you did.
What did I do with that axe anyway?
Did I put on some sort of aisle? I don't remember.
Yes, well, I know the story. I'm dying here.
As he coughs out blood.
Yeah, I know that fucking story. Already had the old man recite it to me.
More than once.
Yeah. Fuck do I know?
It's something called plot point.
Like I said, fuck do I know?
Something called a plot point, Roy. You'll understand one day.
Yeah, about 10 chapters.
You'll probably meet you. And then the next chapter, you'll probably meet a girl with long hair. I met her once. Never said much. In this game, they mention all the 8 heroes at some almost every single point, and it's a shame. Like some of the weapons of this that show up here, they never show up in 7, which is kind of well, no.
Again, I think 7 wanted to be more of a standalone story, rather than it being completely tied to Binding of Pain. But that's why I suggested having a prequel.
And it's a shame we don't get to see Apocalypse. I love that. That looks it looks like it hurts, but it looks so cool as well.
Yeah. Well, it's meant to hurt.
Yeah.
It's called Apocalypse. Roy, don't you fucking touch my daughter. I will come back to haunt you.
I thought Illywood was just joking about me having a girl.
Nope.
Goodbye, Chapter 3. Hello, Chapter 4.